Good morning, everybody. As you can see, it is a dark and gloomy morning. I hope it's not going to be like this all day. For those of you who have been following what's been going on with YouTube lately, you probably, if you have a YouTube channel, then you probably a notice from YouTube. It looks like YouTube is finally cutting the line. They're drawing the line and cutting off free ride. So those of you who have a YouTube channel, those of you who are trying to get monetized, those of you who aren't yet monetized, your chance of getting monetized just dropped like 95%. And the channels that are monetized, most of us are going to be doomed. You know, if you're using YouTube as a source of income because of their latest policy change. Which I think we all saw the handwriting on the wall. Those of us who had monetized channels and was kind of watching all the rules and the cut in income. I think YouTube actually took advantage of COVID and is doing a really quick switcheroo on the monetized channels. What happened was with COVID-19, they said that advertising had dropped because of COVID. And that explains the resulting drop in revenue for most channels. A lot of channels lost anywhere from 50 to 75% of their income. This channel probably lost about 65% of its income from ad revenue. So, you know, everybody was just tried to hang in there and ride it out, saying that, well, once the whole COVID thing gets situated, advertisers will come back and income will go back up. And everything will return to some normalcy. Well, it's not going to happen because from what I understand, the reports was actually the last quarter, YouTube had one of their most profitable quarters in recent times. So even though the COVID was going on and the creators, the existing creators who are monetized, were losing 65% of their income or more, I got a warning light here. I think the spaceship's about to explode. We got an incoming missile. See if I can dodge this missile. Let me put up some flares. All right, I ejected the flares. Hopefully the missiles will not hit us. Okay, it looks like we lucked out on that one. Anyhow, as I was saying, YouTube basically had their biggest quarter in a long time, making the most income ever. I think they earned I think it was more than $1 billion or 10 billion or some ridiculous amount. Meanwhile, I know where that money was coming from. It was coming from the creators. They basically cut the creators' share and then just pocketed it all. And then in the process, they've also decided, hey, you know what? Instead of paying our creators at all, let's just get rid of them because we have free content. As you guys know, the monetized channels will make up a very small percentage of YouTube. Most of YouTube actually has channels that aren't monetized, like their videos don't get that many views, but they do get some views. And what YouTube has decided, okay, as of now, is that they're going to monetize all those non-monetized channels, but not for the creators, just for YouTube. So YouTube is going to start running ads, okay, on channels that they deem not monetizable. In other words, the creator, the person who created that channel, isn't going to get paid, but YouTube will take 100% of the ad revenue. Okay, and I know a lot of people who have the small channels that weren't planning on monetizing and say, well, it's no big deal. It is a big deal because what it means is this: 95% of YouTube used to not be monetized. That means only the 5% that were monetized, which, you know, they've made the rules really hard to get monetized, are now going to have to split the ad revenue with the other 95% that aren't monetized, that YouTube keeps 100% of the ads. I mean, 100% of the earnings. What that means for the channels that are currently monetized is you're not going to see your income go back up. The cut that they've got right now is what is, and it's going to get even worse, because once YouTube starts monetizing videos on non-monetized channels, they have no incentive to push the ads onto the monetized channel where they have to split the income. So the 95% of the channels, basically like 50 million channels, are now going to start running ads. And YouTube keeps 100% of it. No partnership, no nothing. Just free content. Even the pay it forward channel is going to end up hurting this channel now, because videos on there will run with ads that YouTube keeps 100% of the revenue, which means no incentive to have people come to this channel. And any other channels that are out there that you have that, that you've got a small channel. It also makes it so YouTube will not want to monetize channel. That's why they're making it so hard to get monetized. Because that means that if they keep you from getting monetized, they keep 100% of the income. That's what's currently happening. So what you're going to see is this, most likely, this is my prediction, and it's happening with this channel. I'm trying to decide what to do. I think the only way small channels that are monetized that make an income, and you require or need the income from YouTube, they're going to have to switch to other sources of income. So more than likely Patreon will go up. Going to have to do Patreon or membership, YouTube memberships or something, in order to survive. Because basically you're getting hit from two fronts. YouTube has apparently lowered the money they're paying out to the monetized channel, and they're bringing on like 50 million channels to compete for the small pool of advertisers. And of course YouTube would have the incentive to put ads on those channels that are non-monetized, because they keep 100% of the income without having to split it with the creators. Also, those channel owners don't really have any input other than removing their channels. But there's a lot of channels on YouTube that I think the owners aren't even there anymore. They're abandoned. But they have lots of videos on there. So YouTube would just make 100% income from those, which I think is just pure greed. So tell me what you guys think. As far as this channel, it is going to impact me, because I was hoping that everything would return to somewhat normalcy. And, when I get to Thailand, I would continue doing YouTube and help with my income situation. Then that this channel would earn enough money to offset my low retirement pension. Okay. And that's not going to happen. It looks like it won't happen, not in its current format. So I'm debating what to do. Obviously, I need to get my income up, or my plans for retirement go away. I won't be able to retire. I'm going to be working forever. And going overseas, suddenly, my chance of making it, going to Thailand and stuff, has been cut. Not just because of COVID and all the political unrest and stuff that's going on right now. Because if you've been following the situation in Thailand, there's a political unrest right now that's affecting immigration and tourism and stuff in Thailand. And the dollar is dropping like a rock in Thailand and worldwide. So with what's going on with the world and the United States in particular, and Thailand, there's a lot of stuff making it really hard to try to get over there. Even if you had the money going over there, it's still difficult right now. But with the dollar decline, the government unrest situation, the stability, and now YouTube basically potentially cutting the income that I get from the channel even more, my chances are dwindling really fast. So I'm looking at the situation and trying to figure out what to do next. Let me know if you guys think I should try to set up Patreon again. I had a Patreon on here before, and we did have some support. Thinking of the Patreon, I may bring it back, but not in the same way as before. I'm thinking maybe even just a $1 contribution to the channel if you like the content here and want to see it keep going. $1 contribution would be it. I'm not going to have like different tiers or anything like that. Let me know what you think about that. If you think that this channel's worth keeping, or if I should just go ahead and start looking at possibly just quitting YouTube completely and devoting my time to trying to make money through other avenues, such as going basically full-time into game development. I may have a better chance of making it as a game developer, because game development, you can sell it. You can also run ads on it, depending on what kind of games you design. So that might be something worth looking into. Or just go ahead and just freeze this channel and just leave it as is, because it's still making some revenue. Just let it continue to run, and then just update every so often, but not really, because the income's dropping faster and faster. Because see, on YouTube, here's how royalties and stuff kind of work. On, like, when I make a video game or something, once I sell it, it continues to sell, and it continues to make money, even like years after the product is out. So you end up doing okay with it, and you continue to make money. YouTube, on the other hand, once you put your video up, it basically has 2 weeks to try to earn maximum money, and unless it goes viral or semi-viral, that video doesn't earn much more for the rest of its lifetime. It gets buried because YouTube has so many videos. It doesn't come back up as a recommendation or anything unless someone physically looks for it on your channel. That means the content that you put up has 2 or 3 weeks to make money, basically, unless it goes semi-viral. That would be the situation. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, I need to have some stability and income, so it may be time to just go ahead and, with everything going on in my life and everything, it may be time to just let YouTube kind of sit, and then just go ahead and concentrate on basically my job, also other avenues of income that's a little bit more stable. YouTube's just proving to be too unstable, but not so much too unstable. What they're doing is they're becoming more like mainstream media. They're basically locking by doing what they're doing, they're going to lock in their earning rates and their growth rate, even though it's going to hurt the small channels. What it's going to do for YouTube is promote the big channels, the channels that have millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, because that's where they get most of their money. So they're going to concentrate their efforts on helping those channels. And what it means is a lot of channels will end up looking the same on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen that. A lot of channels do, in fact, that are successful, they all follow a certain pattern and they look the same. They're basically the same channel with different people in them. So that's what's going to happen. The other option is, because I am already monetized on YouTube, I can take a gamble and start trying to go viral, which might be worth it, because if you go viral, it's like the payback that you get from YouTube if you go viral is exponentially more than if you have like a stable channel that just, produces videos that aren't that popular. Most of my earnings from this channel are not from the van dwelling content. I don't know if you guys see that. You can tell on the, if you look at my channel, I have started putting together playlists and stuff so people can find the content on here. Like the cooking videos, the van build videos, and I'll be making some more, because that might be it. I might not be producing any of those videos. I might be focusing on shifting this YouTube channel to leaving that section alone, the living in a van, because I think 4 years worth of information, especially right now when people might need it, could be useful, and leaving that alone, but setting them up as playlists as I have been, so people can come find it. But the channel itself may shift its focus to concentrating on videos that I think will make money, which sadly will mean not a lot of van content on this channel, because those are my least popular videos. People like watching the hot babe, with the lingerie or the bikini, laying there in their van or doing yoga on the roof. I don't look very good in a bikini, and when I try to do yoga, my back cracks. So I don't think I'll be able to compete with those babes. I can, however, compete on, certain semi-viral videos, which may mean that this channel will, I don't know if I'm going to keep it as living in a van, because that's what it's known as. And there is a lot of van content that I think are more applicable to real life van dwelling than you would see on those cutesy fake van life channels. Okay, So I will probably, I will keep that content up. I'll probably try to organize it for everyone. But you might start seeing a shift in the kind of videos that come out from this channel, just because I have to consider it as a source of income when I'm overseas. You know, it's going to give me the ability to earn US dollars, even though the dollar is declining. But still, it's still, like right now, when we first started talking about me trying to move to Thailand, the dollar was about exchanging at like 32, a little bit more than 32 bahts per dollar. Right now it's down to 30, and the projection is it's going to drop down to as low as 28 to 26. So I'm looking at the dollar declining, which means you got to make more money. You got to earn more dollars. Okay, you just have to earn more money because, and buffer yourself even more, because that's what's going to happen. So that's what's going on with that situation. Let me know your thoughts, you know, either in the chat or in comments after the video is aired. If I should go ahead and pursue continuing this channel as is, or just go ahead and scrap it, basically. I'm not gonna like delete it or anything like that, but I'll leave the content up and just organize it for everyone. But focus more on content that have a chance of going semi-viral or viral versus just showing people what it's like living in a van or a little car or something like that, because I can't compete against the bigger channels, you know, the ones that are more popular that glamorize it. So, because that's what people want to see, basically. They don't want to see what it really is like. They want to see the dream, you know, that it's a fun thing to do, that it's there's no worries, that you have all this freedom. So that's what we're looking at. Wow, did you see that trailer? That's a potential accident right there. I need to get in front of them. I want to be behind them. Anyhow, I do appreciate your comment. Now, let me know your thoughts. Those of you with small channels, basically, my advice is this. You either are going to have to produce viral content and make your channel quickly get monetized, or you're never going to get monetized, and YouTube will just get, you know, free content from you and make money off you. And if you're a small channel and you don't mind that, then it's not really going to affect you. Just understand that your chance of getting monetized has dropped way down, because YouTube has no incentive to help creators get monetized now. Matter of fact, they're disincentivized to get you monetized, because when they monetize your channel, they have to split the earnings with you. But if they keep you non-monetized, they get 100%, and you have no input because you're not a partner. So I do wish you luck if you have been trying to monetize, but I think your chance just dropped way down. And if you're a small channel like me, you're going to have to grow, or you're going to be doomed, because YouTube will promote you less and less. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Thank you for joining me. And oh, by the way, those of you who have been running my playlists and stuff, thank you. It is much appreciated. It is showing up on the ad revenue, even though we're not getting, you know, like the views that we used to before all this stuff happened, and we're not earning anywhere near what we used to. The people who have been running the playlist, you're actually helping me quite a bit. So I do appreciate that. I also wanted to thank all of you for all your kind thoughts and prayers regarding the death of my son. I'm actually heading out to see my ex right now to basically, you know, heal. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Bye-bye now.